Good morning, folks. Well, this is a very different weather than the last video. Last video it was cold, bright and clear. Today we have got, it's quite mild actually. It is mild, it looks like, I think we might get a little bit of rain. But yeah, I'm down here for a quick one today. It's not going to be a very long one, but I say that all the time. But when you get to the editing, you realise you've filmed a lot more content than you realised. One thing I quickly want to clear up, that I think it was from last Sunday's video, or maybe the Sunday before, when I was building the composters. I think a lot of people thought that I lay the cardboard on top of the membrane. I just want to reassure you all that the membrane was cut out before the cardboard went down, so that all the wiggly worms and bugs can get through into the compost bays. So I don't want you worrying that I've got like this blocked bit of earth underneath the composter. Same with the new raised bed that I put the spoiled soil in. That has also had the base cut out, just so when it comes to sort of February time, when all of this weed matting gets replaced with cardboard, I can whip it up and I've not got to drag the composter out, so yeah, they were put in position and the base is cut out, so that is absolutely fine. So on today's agenda, I want to get new wire put up for the espalier pear tree, get the thornless blackberries in Fruity Corner tied in, and hopefully dig in the new pear tree. There's a little compost bay at the back that I want to get sifted through. And if I can achieve both of those things today and get the compost at the back moved, it means I can cover underneath the cherry tree, get another raised bed built. I don't think this is going to be in today. You know how much I set myself for a day and it is always unachievable. But yeah, once that bit under the cherry tree is clear, I can get this other raised bed built and then get that filled. And hopefully then we can start planting a few little bits. Obviously that's going to be the bit where I am having my non-edible stuff, because that's going to have compost in that is contaminated. But it will be exciting to get some things in the ground and a little bit of colour going on the plot. So let's crack on with it, guys, because time's getting away with me as usual. So let's get to work. Also, one thing I've been quite fortunate with so far, because it's been like autumn, winter, is there's never very many people on the plot. Every now and again someone will turn up and I immediately turn the camera off, and there are quite a few people here today randomly. I don't know if it's because it's a little bit milder, but I get such social anxiety about filming and talking in front of people. But I've got to get my act together, because come summer it's going to get very busy down here and I need to film. So I need to get over that anxiety. So today's going to be the first port of call of trying to get over that. So wish me luck. Oh, it's so fear-inducing. Oh, it feels so awkward, but we've got to do it. Oh, there's people here, so I'm trying to be quiet. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this wire on the camera, but here we go. Oh, guys, this is so nerve-wracking. Does any of the other YouTubers that I follow, did they used to feel awkward when they first started doing this? I've also just realised it's not only just a random person, it's like the head of the committee for the allotment. How funny. So I did start this off yesterday with this little wire, but I don't think it's going to be strong enough, so I have been and purchased some stronger wire. Yes, but it looks absolutely terrible. Like, how do you get these less baggy? They're so baggy. I've done it as tight as I physically can, like, string them. Honestly, it's been me on this allotment for like a month on my own. And earlier when I said I'm getting nervous about filming in front of people, there's like 10 other plot holders on today, and every single one of them has stopped at my gate to talk to me. I'm just tying these up. I want these either side of, I say the espalier pear tree. I don't know how espaliered it's going to be with how shoddy this wiring is. This would be really nice. Oh, I love it. It's exciting. I do get very excited. Talk to you guys all day long. When it comes to talking to strangers, I'm like, ah! We are a funny bunch. We have this portion now tied up to that side. That's all the new growth from this year. And this side had quite a heavy chop back, so it's only this one sad branch. But that should shoot up again come spring with the following year's fruit on.
Alright, that's me done for today.
What you got planned for the rest of the day?
Don't know yet, not a lot.
No. Best way.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's not bloody freezing today, that's a...
Yeah.
See you later. Oh, la, 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 la. Yes! Oh, this is so exciting! Loosen those roots up slightly. It's nice and wet because of the rain we've been having, so I'm not going to overly water it in. Oh. Are we looking central? You can see where the graft is for the dwarf rootstock, which is nice. Right. It's also allowed me to get a bit more, as usual, a little bit more bindweed out. Because did you know there is a bindweed problem? It's very short. I quite like that though. Maybe I do need to put... Yeah, I think I'm going to have to bring a drill and actually put some shorter wires in. Some lower down wires for that. But it's that tiny at the minute. It's not going to be drastically upsetting if I can't get it tied up today, as long as it's in the ground. That was my main concern, because I didn't want it to freeze in the pot, because I know that can kill them, kill the roots. You know what, I'm on fire today. To say how many times I've been stopped, I am getting through these jobs. Yeah, it's definitely got some more bindweed out in this area, which is good. It's always a good thing. This is so exciting. So I have all the thornless blackberries tied up. I have the pear tree tied in. I need to put two lower, what are they called? Wire in. So I can start espaliering this. I think what you're supposed to do in the meantime is just gently to like here. I think you have to do it over the course of a few seasons. So tie these down to the ground, and eventually I'll be able to espalier it without snapping a branch. But I'm happy with this. Super exciting to get fruity corner established. Soon it'll be time to put the strawberry bed in, the raspberry canes, and I want to get two blueberry plants, and then it really is going to be a fruity little paradise. So I've finally got this bit covered, which marks, I think, like 85% of the plot now being covered, which is amazing. It's amazing. It feels amazing that we're getting to the point where we can start thinking about like putting structure into the allotment, like getting things in place so we know how it's going to look come spring, so we can start thinking about beds, starting to build staging. Yeah, all exciting things. I've still got a bit to cover at the front and under the cherry tree where I put a lot of stuff that needs to get moved into the composter, but I've covered it over with plastic because it's been so wet it's just drenched and heavy, so I'm hoping it will dry off a little bit under there, then I can fork it out. So next job for today, while we've got the weather, because I think it's going to chuck it down, is a job I've been wanting to get done for ages since I covered this first area. There's a little bit of no man's land where this bit of my neighbour's plot and my plot ends. I think it's technically part of my plot. So I have got hundreds and hundreds of different alliums. I think I said this in a previous video. These were from a promotion I did on TikTok. So these ones here were gifted to me a few months back. These ones, I planted a few in my front bed, but a few of them had mould, so I'm going to sort through these. And these ones are just a mixed allium. These were from B&Q. These ones look fine. There's no mould on these. Let me show you these ones quickly. These are just a mixed variety, as are these ones that I got from the promotion I did on TikTok. There are, well, whatever's left. It says 25 bulbs in that one. But yeah, some are like Globe Master, some of the little fiery red ones, some of the tall, slender white ones, some of the ones that look like sparklers. So I just literally, on this little portion here, just to make a nice little soft border, and I'm hoping what I want to do next year is keep extending that line of alliums. So the following year, this whole border between me and my neighbour will just be big, beautiful variations of alliums all the way along, which will be nice for me and hopefully will be nice for him. So a little bit of a controversial one here, but when it comes to alliums, I'm not necessarily not alliums, bulbs in general, I'm not necessarily one that listens entirely to the planting guidelines. I am more so if it's a creeping buttercup here, so it's actually quite a good opportunity for me to get that out as well. I am if they're in pots. If I'm sticking them in the ground, I just sort of think, get them out. This is, you know what, one of the reasons I enjoy no dig, because the only time I really dig is for bulb planting. And the minute you uncover, the minute you dig, it terrifies you with what comes out. Because you're like, oh my God, it's all just weed roots. But bulb time is a very good time to be sorting through this and trying to get as much out as possible. If you can, because it's the only time that I'll be digging this soil. So it's really the only opportunity I will have. And I'm literally just I'm not gonna do any rhyme or reason to these because time is precious today. I'm just gonna sling them in. And you know what, sometimes I know there's a lot of you that will be shouting at me to do tallest at the back, smallest at the front sort of thing. But sometimes, especially for how ordered I like things, a little bit of chaos can be nice. Just a little bit. Every now and again. Just a wee bit of chaos. So, I don't know how you all dig every year. Like this is exhausting. If it looks how I think it's going to look in my head, it'll look super pretty in the spring. I know, especially the bloke next to me, he's got a few gladioli here next to where I am, but not a lot of plants. And some of the looks I've been getting off some of these old boys when I say, oh, I've got lots of plants growing. Well, you know what? I think it's an opportunity for me to show them the beauty of growing plants, because, especially with him being my plot neighbour, if he sees the benefits of all these pollinators coming in spring and summer, and it helps his harvest, maybe he'll think twice, and he might add a few more then. Yeah. I think the rain's coming now, isn't it? There's a rhubarb there. Oh, leave that. I've not noticed. There's rhubarb all the way along here. That's a rhubarb. That's a rhubarb. That's a rhubarb. Okay, so I'm going to splinter this down actually then. Sort of curve this because I don't want to get in the way of this rhubarb. Because that looks like really good rhubarb. That should be enough room now. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, I'm probably going to be putting way too many of these in. But what grows, grows, and what doesn't, doesn't. That's how I'm looking at it. Obviously, say majority of them were free as part of my TikTok thing I did. They were a gift, so if they don't grow, I'm not going to be that precious about it at all. Some nice big ones there. Quite like a nice mix of height all the way along, if I can. That's my only issue. I do want a mixture of the bulbs. That's if Mr. Fox don't get to these first. We know what he's like. We know what he's like. See, then I've got all these tiny ones, which are cute. I do think someone said as well, you know what, I might just dash these in because it's going to take, yeah I am, I'm just going to scatter them. Someone said these are really good at turning themselves around. So I'm going to trust them to turn themselves around. These teeny tiny ones. Just keeping my eye out for any that have, yeah, see they're rotten. There's 2 in there that are rotten. That's all I want to keep my eye on. If any of them have any rot. I don't know if they can pass it on, but it's not worth the risk really, is it? Molly, these ones are called. I have got a lot of these planted out properly in pots at home. But I just thought, you know what? The temperature might drop again soon. We might end up with a really big freeze, so it's the perfect time to get them in. And I really don't have. See, I think that one's gone mouldy as well. You know which ones I think have gone the mouldiest? The, like the giant ones. They're the ones that seem to have really gone off. So many of those are mouldy. Is that mould? Yeah, it's soft. I think this whole bag's mouldy actually. Yeah, they're soft. And I think you are looking for a firm bulb. That whole bag's ruined. What a shame. I have got more things coming in the post. So, fear not. Yeah, it's really the big ones that have rotted. I wonder why. Oh no, I think I accidentally dug the rhubarb up. How did I manage that? Uh-oh. I thought I dug round it. Oh, it's a different rhubarb. Bugger. You know what? I'll put it back in. See how it does. I know someone said you can be quite tough with rhubarb. So, you know what? If it comes back, I've actually helped divide it up. So we're actually technically going to get more rhubarb. And having a rhubarb border wouldn't be such a bad thing. I'd like that as well. So, yeah. Oh, I'm such a klutz. And let me just show you this. By planting out those few bulbs, this is how many weeds I've got out. So mostly creeping buttercup and some bindweed. So sometimes it's worth doing it, getting your bulbs in. Look at that. Yeah, so that just from planting some bulbs, is the amount of weeds we got out. You know what, just on this bank, especially where I've accidentally dug the rhubarb out, I might just buy a bag of manure or compost just to go over the top of that, just for winter, to add something back into it as a sorry for digging it up. So guys, I know it's been a shorter one today, but I feel like we have been quite productive while we're here. So we got lots of new alliums planted out, ready for spring, which is going to be lovely if this little border comes up, especially if now I find rhubarb, we get rhubarb there as well. It's going to look stunning. As well as in Fruity Corner, we got the thornless blackberries put up, the pear tree, not quite espaliered, but getting there. We need to put a few more bits of wire in, and then this will be ready to start being tied down. So excuse my crazy hair, but thank you so much again for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed today's allotment video. Don't forget, if you can and you want to show me a little extra support, my Amazon wishlist and buy me a coffee link are in my description. If you want to just continue supporting me as you are, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I will see you in the next one, and as always guys, let's keep growing.